That's not appropriate. I feel like a teacher.
Now we should have my mic, and we should have sound.
Throwing up gang signs.
Everything should be fucking working now.
He knows the one.
Don't throw up gang signs.
I'm pretty sure Joe is just like fascinated by how quickly I can do that.
This?
I mean,
I can do that too. Yeah.
I can't do it at all. I don't even want to.
I grew up in Miami. I mean, come on. All right. So as I was saying that I forgot how to do this. It's been 6 months. Everything was fucking working, but only for not a second. Now we've got it working. So at least I've recovered faster. 6 fucking months.
Now.
We've been on hiatus long enough.
We missed you.
To grow a human.
Yep. It's a small human.
It's crazy. There's been a lot of life changes here. Joe has a dog.
He's over there now. I'd hold him up, but he's over there now.
I am moving, which is why everything behind me looks like a trash fire. I'm not moving quite yet, but it's soon. So
we'll miss you as if we actually see you.
I know. You'll probably get to see me more this way because I'll get to like come down and do Dragon Con and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It'll happen. It'll happen. And also, we've been on hiatus long enough that in 2 weeks from now, I am done with fucking chemotherapy. So, woo! Hooray! Yes, I've been sick. That's part of the reason we haven't been doing shit because everybody's been fucking busy. I've been sick. I haven't had energy, but we wanted to fucking roll, so here we are. So hi.
Here we are.
Hi, everybody, again. We've missed so much shit.
So much.
I mean, we have a laundry list of fucking things to talk about. We are not getting through all of it today. It'll be a slow go. Maybe we'll catch up mostly before Mando starts, but we'll see. We'll see. That's the big hype right now.
I think we can get caught up before Mando, I think.
Okay.
Like, we just don't have to talk about the boring things, like Andor.
To be fair.
It wasn't even me.
I don't even think... Did we talk about Obi-Wan Kenobi, all of it?
Yeah, we did.
Okay. All right. We did make it through all that.
I think that was the last thing we did.
That was pretty much, the last thing we did.
The least compelling thing about Andor was Cassian Andor. All the other shit going on around him, I enjoyed. Luthen might be one of my favorite fucking non-Mando characters of all time. So yeah.
I am halfway through Andor.
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna talk about it. See, that's the problem. You watch the shitty half, and it gets a lot better.
That is
6 episodes. It shouldn't. I shouldn't just be getting to the good part.
Listen, I understand, but it does get better from this
That's
point
not a good show.
You haven't done the prison arc, right?
Yes, that's where we're at.
That's what we're going to be watching next.
That's where it gets good.
That's
Better.
I mean, listen, I'm not saying it's a great show. I'm saying that from this point forward, you're going to be like, oh, that was cool.
I've been avoiding this for this reason. It's great TV. It's just not good Star Wars. Sorry.
You also didn't like Rogue One forever.
I mean, I like Rogue One now.
I know, so I think...
Rogue One's great Star Wars.
I think that...
You like Joe.
I think...
The last 45 minutes of Rogue
he gave
One are
in.
great
He
Star
fucking
Wars.
gave in. He matured.
Yes, the last
part of it.
10 minutes are great Star Wars.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Yeah.
So I think the latter half of the show is going to end up growing on people and being good. The first part was just kind of a meh setup. So, we'll see.
It was just so long. Like, I fully believe, like, Star Wars, not all Star Wars is for all Star Wars fans.
Yes. That's true.
That's okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think Andor, at least the first half of the season that I saw, is just objectively dull.
It was. It was very hard to, like, be excited about.
Very slow paced, very, like, and not engaging.
Right. We'll see what you guys think once you get through this next part, because this next part is seriously the whole highlight of the thing. So maybe you'll appreciate this part of it. Because again, I agree with you with the first half. Like, we could have started at the second half, and it would have been much better of a show. So it is what it is. All right, so we are not going to do any in-depth analysis of Andor until they can catch up. So zip in that one for now.
The entirety of Rings of Power.
Yeah, we have.
Excellent.
I enjoyed it. Man, the internet's fucking divided on that one.
I don't think the internet's as divided as people say the internet is divided.
All right, that's true.
I think it's a bunch of
Gamer
loud,
angry boys,
haters.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think so too.
Well, okay. I do think there is a lot of loud haters on one side and a lot of Amazon-funded, hey guys, wasn't this show really good on the other side?
Yeah.
I do think there is some of that.
Yes.
Because, like, I'm in the subreddit. I liked the show. But every now and then, like, a post comes up. I'm like, I don't think that's how, like, a real person would say this.
Hello, fellow kid.
Yeah, it's like if the Chat GPT, a bad version of Chat GPT, wrote like, let's see what the most cringiest edgelordy thing that we can say about this show, and then that's what is being spread on the internet.
That is what that feels like.
So yeah, that was a good one. We can probably go back. Go ahead.
As our resident huge Lord of the Rings fan, I really enjoyed it.
All right, good.
That's one of the good, one of the tests of those kinds of things. Like, can it engage non-fans?
Yeah. Can it bring new people in without is it good enough where all of the established fans who know all the ins and outs can be like, I do that meme I got that, right? But then all the new fans not get lost on all of it. Which with Lord of the Rings, holy shit, yeah.
We have a chat with some of our friends, and Joe the whole time is just it's me and one of my other friends going off about Silmarillion shit. And Joe and Nikki just fucking nerds.
When I tried to explain to my husband a bunch of the finer points of what we were seeing on the show, he's like, I don't care. I just want to see what's here. It's fine. You don't need to know. I'll stop now. When Aragorn kicks the fucking helmet, did you know that Vigo? No.
See, even I know that one because of the internet. Because of TikTok, I know that one.
The internet is undefeated. Yeah. So that was a good one. We could do an in-depth analysis on that one at some point too. I think we're just doing the quick run through everything, what we haven't seen and what we haven't seen.
Let's do a 1 to 10. Let's do a 1 to 10 for all the things that we hit briefly.
Okay, yeah. So where you want to start?
Let's go. Okay, so I guess we shouldn't do Andor since they haven't finished it.
I mean, you won't like my rating of Andor right now.
No, we gotta wait till they see the whole thing.
Nobody's gonna like mine either. So
I'm the only one that probably is gonna mid it, so it's fine. It's mid.
6.
I gave it a 7.
6.
So far, I'm at a 5.
I'm 4. I'm I am bored. I don't want to put it back on.
Yeah, yeah. If I only watched the episodes you did, it'd be a 3. So we're there. We got it.
We can agree that's a problem, right?
Yeah, I guess. So Rings of Power then.
8.
Yeah, I was gonna say about an 8 probably for me.
7. There's twists that I don't like.
There were some things I didn't like.
Sauron.
Yeah, I did not like the twist.
I called that dude was Sauron from the first moment I saw him.
I don't care. I didn't like it.
I knew it was coming. I just don't like it.
Yeah.
Steve just doesn't like it because him and Celebrimbor didn't fuck yet. That's the only reason why Steve didn't.
I know, and I thought Celebrimbor would
I like
be
the
hotter,
yet in that.
But
well, it's coming.
They're not.
And so is Sauron.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what surprised me the most about that show that I loved? Because normally I don't give a fuck about this at all. The dwarves. I thought they were fucking great, and I loved them.
That was the best part.
The dwarf prince's wife. Love her.
I thought she was so fucking great, and everybody was fucking, and the internet edgelord boys who were hated on her. I'm like, man, you guys are fucking dumb. She was so cool.
The dumbest thing, and this sticks with me, you hear those things and you just think about them way too often. we had a guy that we hang out with sometimes was complaining about it. He's a younger guy, like his uncles like are really good friends. And like as he's complaining about Rings of Power, his uncle's like, "You have only seen the trailers. You cannot give an opinion on this."
Whoops.
But this kid goes, "It's just Galadriel's not a warrior."
That is the argument I always see too.
And I'm like, "Okay, bitch, I did not read the Silmarillion, and even I know that she was like a badass motherfucker."
That's right. Did I expect her to be that fighty and not more magical? I don't know. But I don't think it makes a difference. The fact that she's just a badass is what matters.
She's so cool.
Well, like, I've gone and like have seen some like stuff about her pulled out of the Silmarillion, and she's literally described like in that time period as being in a gladiatorial way. Like that is
well, yeah,
this
that's
was
warrior, then.
Her wild and crazy battle years.
That's legit. And I also think there was scenes in this show that were so eerie how much she looked like Cate Blanchett, and I was like, that's really weird.
I don't think I've ever seen a human look more like an elf in like that ethereal way.
Yeah. Super pale, almost transparent.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I thought it was cool. I mean, and I look forward to seeing what comes next. I'm gonna have to like refresh my memory before we go into a deep dive of it because it's been so long now, and I have serious brain fog. But
well, we've got plenty of time.
We got some time.
Season 2's like still 2 years off at least.
I think it's 2024, isn't it?
Yeah, it's gonna be 2024.
I hate it.
What else came out that you've watched in totality?
I don't think it's 2024.
In its totality.
House of the Dragon.
We didn't watch it, but I'm glad you liked it.
I was surprised on that one, to be honest. I was ready to hate
Me and
Game of
Stacy
Thrones
both went in. Me and Stacy both went in and wanted to hate it, and we were mad at ourselves that we didn't hate it.
See, that's why you just don't watch it, and then you get to stay a hater.
I know, but it was good. It was good.
It was very entertaining.
It was not as good as like.
I mean,
original...
that is what TV is supposed to be.
Yeah, but I enjoyed it. I enjoyed a lot of it. A lot of it made me angry. Like it gave me feelings, lots of feelings. So.
I've heard Matt Smith is the reason to watch that show.
Yeah, oh yeah, he's fucking great. He's great. I mean, the women actresses are wonderful too. There is a scene that was very hard for me to watch as a fucking mother. So.
I've heard there's a few.
Yeah. There actually yes, there is at least 2.
Yep.
But they're fucking acting through that. I was like, wow, that's fucking crazy. It was really compelling. I will never rewatch that season for that though. Like I've seen it once, so that's enough.
There was a very specific trigger warning going around throughout because I was super pregnant.
Yeah. No, so I don't fault you guys. I mean, are you missing a cultural phenomenon by not watching it? I don't think so.
I had somebody on the internet blow my mind. So you're talking about, it's actually talking about Avatar. Yeah, the blue people, not the Last Airbender. And what it was, it said that Avatar is not for nerds. Avatar is for normies, because what they do is they just go to the movies and they watch it.
Yeah.
Well, not whatever. Like they watch something like that's really cool. I like that, and then they don't make it part of their personality, and they don't spend years making video essays about it or obsessing over the merchandise or like dissecting it at parties. They just go and watch it and go cool, and sometimes they'll go watch it again.
That is really apt analysis. My mind is blown.
And I realized that's what happened with Game of Thrones. Like we kept thinking like, man, this like cultural thing that just dropped off the face of the earth, and it's because normies don't cling on to things in the same way. They go and they watch it,
except on
and they're
fucking
like,
TikTok. How did I end up on in-depth Game of Thrones analysis TikTok? I skip all these videos.
I think Game of Thrones and Stranger Things are an example of like a Venn diagram of like normies and nerds.
Yes, because my brother loved Game of Thrones, and he's the most normal, mundane motherfucker I know.
I think in a lot of ways, they're baby's first fandom.
Yeah, it's a gateway. It's one of the gateway fandoms, I bet. That's true. But I feel like if it didn't have such a bad end, it wouldn't have dropped off the fucking it's because all of us nerds have disavowed ourselves of it. We're like,
I think the nerds gave up on it, but all the normies were like, cool.
Moving on.
And now they're like, oh, House of the Dragon. That's interesting. I'm gonna watch that now.
That's fair.
And
the only thing that Avatar is a gateway to is James Cameron being a dick his entire life to everybody.
I don't know anybody who's seen that fucking movie.
But
I don't either.
I sure do.
It's because they're normies.
I don't have any normal
we do know some nerds who have seen it. We know some nerds who really like it.
I'm sure if I polled my Facebook, there would be people that have seen it.
Well, that's when I saw my people on Facebook who were like, "Oh my gosh, this was so cool." It was like people I know outside of fandom space.
Did they rip off Ferngully 2? I have to assume there's a Ferngully 2.
They ripped off Avatar 1. It's the same movie. Everyone
It's the same
says.
fucking plot.
Oh, okay.
It's
Just
literally
made $3
just a
million
rehash
$3
of the
billion
first movie,
twice.
from what I understand.
Okay.
I just have no desire. Like the trailers look like video game cinematics. I'm like, I don't.
Yeah, no.
Want to.
Don't care. I did see the first one. And I was amused by the whirligig little lizards. We called them Rafflecopters.
I heard the visuals was the best part of it because they spent so much time on it. Like,
but how is it
a lot of
nominated
studios.
for Best Picture at the Oscars?
Because James Cameron made it. That's the only reason.
And
it's also the Oscars are rigged. We know.
The Oscars are rigged. That's true.
He probably cried because they nominated Top Gun Maverick. So he's like, wait a minute, why didn't I get in with Avatar? Yeah. But there's like 10 films nominated for Best Picture. So
I haven't seen that movie. I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10 because now James Cameron's going to make Battle Angel Alita 2.
Yes.
Oh. Well, that's cool then.
I think, what is it specifically? He said that it made enough money that now he can produce.
Yeah, I was going to say, when is he going to do that, though? He's going to be wrapped up in Avatar for, like, the next decade until he dies or some shit.
They've already made the third one.
They
already made the third one.
I thought he said there's going to be 6 of them or some shit.
They filmed 2 and 3 at the same time and part of 4 already.
Then they're going to have to do 4, 5, 6.
Well, I think
he's planning on passing them off to someone else.
Oh, he's going to pull a full Lucas. Okay.
Yeah. He'll say he's gonna, and then he'll be there all the time, just dragging him through the mud. Talking shit about him in every interview.
That behind the scenes for the first Avatar, when they were designing the Na'vi, it was like him and a bunch of guys, like, were making this concept art and then walking around the set going, "Would you fuck this? Would you fuck this?" Like,
that's uncomfortable.
It's a very important question about your nubile young.
To be fair, like, basically the whole concept of them is they fuck everything. That's what them connecting into everything is, isn't it?
Is it?
That's kind of what
they use their braid thing. Remember,
they connect into everything.
He braids into his horse and his whale and his bird.
I mean, I thought...
They do connect that way with each other when they fuck, but that's not necessarily how they fuck.
I think it's the same.
Okay.
It's just like a free love society.
That is when I walked out of that movie. I walked out and I looked at my friend. I was like, the Rafflecopters are cool, and also they just fuck everything, don't they? That's their whole society. That's the only thing I remember about that movie.
That's the other thing. I don't think people outside fandom, when they talk about these movies, I don't think they think that deeply into it. I don't think they.
Yeah. Oh, I'm such a nerd. I'm such a nerd.
That should not have blown my mind as much as it did. Like, that people go to the movies and they watch a movie and they're like, cool.
It's true.
And they leave.
It's true.
Like,
I can't.
He's like fascinating.
I can't fucking do
I'm like,
that.
wait, you don't spend hours dissecting every piece of... Okay.
You didn't have to start a fucking podcast just to fucking talk about all these things all the time? What?
That's how they have time to, like, have all of their spoons clean all the time. Like,
that's insane. That's insane. It would just take up brain space all the time if I didn't get it out.
Yesterday, when we were at my friend's house for the Super Bowl, his little cousin was with us. His cousin's like 13. And they kept calling the kid back inside because he was talking to us. And they didn't want him, like, overhearing the adult conversations. And we're like, dude, we're just casting our ideal Batman movie. Like...
Man, I fucking... had such a fight with somebody when that commercial aired last night. It was funny as shit. he's shout out to you, Kyle. I fucking love you. He's been my friend that's the DC fanboy.
Since we've podcasted, DC has started another 10-year plan.
That's true. We're gonna have to dedicate a whole section to fucking shitting on DC at some point. I'm not gonna be able to fucking get it all out right now. But, like, it's really funny to me that my one friend who's all been like, DC, yes, this whole time, took one look at the fucking Flash trailer, and he's like, boo. And I'm like, wait, what?
I agree.
I'm just confused as to why, of all the actors they said that they would keep, Ezra Miller is one of them.
So, the deep dive I've heard, which is that he's... We'll see. All right, first of all, like, basically the claim is he went very far off his meds, and that he has now got the help that he needs. All of his legal trouble is cleared up. He is fled out.
Him in a permanent
and we haven't heard anything about it since, so I'm convinced they have him locked up somewhere so he can't start any shit until the movie's over.
He can't go punch somebody in Hawaii.
Right. So if he did have a legit, like, mental health break and he was not
then
on
they
meds,
shouldn't be making movies if they have...
I agree with you. But if he is better now, like, if he is regulated, if he's on his meds, if he's legitimately not a shitty person.
Even if they were off their meds.
It's not an excuse for what they did. Oh, no. It's not.
Shouldn't have a job anymore after all that.
The answer is they already spent too much money on this movie to can it compared to Batgirl and some of the other movies. That's the only reason.
I think that's true.
And they needed it to reset everything for their new universe because that's what it's going to do.
It's their shit button. And will they keep him after this is the question. I think they might find an excuse to drop him. I think they're keeping it. They're not saying it yet because they don't want Ezra Miller to go off the deep end but while they're trying to promote this movie. Which it might happen.
That's why they're leaving it a maybe?
Yeah, I think that could be part of it. I mean,
if Ezra Miller goes off the deep end on the press tour, all of a sudden, whatever city they're in, people's alcohol is going to go missing from their garage fridge. And
I have legitimate sympathy for him if it was a mental health difficulty and untreated. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm curious to see what happens when they let him out of solitary confinement that the DC's put him in. I'm convinced that's what happened to him because there's been nothing about him
just sitting in a hotel room.
He's in one of those pods that they put generals on.
With lots of fucking babysitters and guards, and they're not letting him out. They're just paying him a shit ton of money to behave himself, and we'll see what happens when they don't need to do that anymore. But yeah, that's the whole thing. But I don't even know if we're gonna get to comic books today. There's so much shit. But the implosion and reorganization of the DC universe deserves its own, I don't know, its own little block of time. It's going to be weird. I don't know.
It really is.
I want to have faith in James Gunn because I like everything he normally does, but it's still DC and DC sucks, so.
One of my friends pointed out that he thinks it's going to wind up being James Gunn does really well with the weird shit from DC. And then, like, you get a James Gunn Superman movie that's just not gonna work.
He might even be directing it. He is definitely writing it. So I'm really curious on how that's gonna fucking go. Because Superman's the worst fucking character of all time. He is! It's just the most boring, shitty, milquetoast fucking character. Well, I love Henry Cavill. Wait, did The Witcher 2 come out in this time? No, that happened ages ago.
No, that was before.
Okay. What else? What else came out?
We did get Black Panther 2.
Oh.
Yeah.
It is the best movie of Phase 4.
Absolutely.
I mean, so far. We've got one more.
Yeah. And that's
better, Joe?
That's despite Letitia
I think it's, for me, it's that and Doctor Strange are close together. I didn't think either of them blew me away, but I like Doctor Strange better than you, Steve. I know that for sure.
You did Wanda so dirty.
I can't sit there and think about that movie. It gets worse every time I do.
Yeah, I had a lot higher hopes for him. I mean, I hope they have a plan and that it'll make sense down the road why they did Wanda so dirty. But my God, they fucked her over so bad. So we'll see.
Yeah, it really was not cohesive with the show, and that was so disappointing.
Yeah. But Black Panther 2 had me ugly crying for multiple parts of that movie.
Yeah.
Letitia Wright did really well, long enough for me to forget that she's an anti-vaxxer crazy person
Apparently
for a minute.
She
rolled
walked
that
it back some.
Did
but-
she?
Well,
Okay.
She saw what happened to Gina Carano and went,
Smart.
Okay.
Smart.
She's not going for. She's like, I'm not terror on the prairieing this. Fuck that.
Yeah, very smart. and I like how they set up the future for it.
Yeah.
And oh my god. Namor was really good. And that character had the potential to be really fucking bad. So they did cool shit with him. So
I giggled every time he had his little wings going, though.
I love them.
Yeah,
I love little wings.
there was a moment when they were attacking the city and M'Baku is in the water and you see a dorsal fin and I went, oh, M'Baku's gonna fight a shark. He's gonna fight a shark. He's gonna fight a shark. And then it was whale.
And it was really disappointing.
I was like, how did they get an orca on the East Coast, by the way? That really confused me. Maybe they do exist here. I don't know. But that was weird.
I think they just move them around.
I know, but that's just a weird. Do they have them in the Atlantic Ocean? Because that's where they would be. I don't know.
Maybe they have magic whale portals.
He's in the Caribbean, right? I don't know. Like, aren't they under the Caribbean somewhere?
I did not think about it that deeply.
See, I did because I'm a stupid nerd.
They're deep enough; it doesn't matter. They have everything.
That's true.
So
I
thought
it
they
was-
can find whatever kind of whale they want.
His ability to talk to fish absolutely is helpful in this situation.
I love their whole city. I love the whole fucking thing. The setup of it. I thought it was real cool. I really
I
they gave
enjoyed
depth to that character. So, and I think they're gonna have him not be a shitty villain the whole time. He'll end up being an anti-hero and
He was one of, like, I feel like every single Marvel movie, like, especially lately, is the bad guy going, like, making good points, and you're just go along going, like, okay. Oh, man.
The bad guy going, we're not so different, you and I.
yeah.
You can't do that about it, though. Like
When Shuri saw Killmonger in the fucking Ancestral
That was
Land.
so good.
Oh.
I was, like, waiting to see what they were going to do with it. I'm like, oh, is it going to be her mom? Is it going to be her dad? Is it? And it was like,
I had such a feeling it was going to be him.
it was very well done.
I heard a rumor that he was going to be in it, and I'm like, well, the two scenarios are it's alternate timeline, what if guy coming in, or it's going to be tied to when she takes the fucking herb, or whoever takes the herb, right? And that he'd be in the ancestral lands. Because I still wasn't sure it was going to be her till closer to the end. I was honestly hoping it wasn't going to be her. But it turned out okay.
It did well.
The only part of that movie I didn't really like that much was Okoye's arc.
Oh,
The armor is dumb.
And the armor sucks.
It's
I did
so
not like
bad.
it.
I thought it was
bad.
cool.
I feel like
liked it.
she's been so loyal and such like they did her dirty, and I know they did it because she's gonna have her own show, which she's basically confirmed.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
That's cool.
so it's basically, but they kind of had to write her off in a real shitty way. There were some cool deleted scenes with her in it that I wish they left in. I know the movie was so fucking long, but it would have made a lot of sense for some things if they left it in. So we'll see what happens.
I didn't have as much an issue with how it went as that fucking
That
blue
armor.
Sonic Iron Man armor, whatever that was.
It was bad. It was ugly. It was ugly.
But overall, I would give it probably an 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the way it made me feel, when movies
7.
hit me in the feels, I'll up them temporarily. So it was an 8-9 for me.
I mean, and it was, creatively did very well without Boseman. Like, they rolled with it.
Yeah.
And they did it in a way that I felt like was very honoring to him. And I appreciated that.
Exactly. I love that.
Was not expecting to get slapped in the face by that in the first 10 seconds.
Oh, yeah. No. Oh, my God. My husband.
They just went straight into that shit.
He looked at me and I'm sitting there sobbing. Yeah, it was a good one. Definitely the best in Phase 4. What else Marvel has come out since then? I know we already had seen Thor before we
talked
stopped.
Thor.
Yeah, so
I don't think there was any other Marvel after that.
There are
was
no
there?
shows either. Were there?
I never saw Miss Marvel. I need to catch up on that.
Oh, Miss
Marvel was good, but we talked about that.
Yeah.
Werewolf by Night came out, the
I didn't see
one-off
that.
show. I didn't see that.
Oh my god, guys, that shit's so good. And it's short. You should definitely watch it. It's really good, though.
Oh,
I loved
the
it.
Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special, which I have not seen.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You haven't seen it.
We had a newborn.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair.
It's
It's
days
also
in the
short,
hospital.
though.
It was a trying time. Also,
Yes.
the World Cup was on.
Yeah.
I'm just excited for you to see it. I'm not like, oh my god, you
Yeah,
haven't seen
no,
it? Like, I'm
it's
excited for
good.
you to see it. I loved it.
It was very funny.
We'll watch it tomorrow because it's it's just a holiday special. We can watch it on Valentine's Day, right?
Yes. Yes.
That's a holiday.
It's true. Me and Joe are both garage buddies right now. He's in a garage. I'm in a garage. That's our
Not in my
life.
truck for once. Miracle.
But yeah, no, the holiday. I like the holiday special. Was it? I think it had some important things you want to know before like the other Guardians movie came out. Was it anything super important? No, it was mostly just really funny.
Yeah,
so I
That's what I
appreciated
figured
that.
it was.
Yeah.
Right. What else has come out? We're still in the middle of Sandman,
Oh, yeah, I love that
but
show.
it's great.
Yeah. Yeah, Sandman was good. Oh, She-Hulk. Did we?
Oh, She-Hulk is another thing I have not seen.
It's so
Is that
good.
good?
It's
I've heard
so
it's great.
It is.
It's great because
wasn't
the entire
expecting the
show,
gasp.
the entire show is what is our sticker, our slogan? Don't feed the fuck boys, or what is
Don't validate.
Don't validate fuck
Don't
boys.
validate
yes.
the fuck boys.
Yes.
Is the entire mantra of She-Hulk.
Yes, it's great. It's really good. And the Daredevil, I mean, everybody knows Daredevil was in it.
Yeah.
That shit was funny. I loved
I'm
it.
pretty sure we didn't wind up watching She-Hulk because we were playing a season 1 through 4 catch-up of Stranger Things before Dragon Con for Nikki.
Yeah. And we hadn't talked about Stranger Things either, but we'll talk about that too after Marvel. Yeah. No. She-Hulk, probably the best show out of the Phase 4 shows. Or, like,
Really?
this year. This year. Like,
this year. Okay.
Maybe.
yeah. Or the last half of the last year. Like, when was...
Oh, you really liked Moon Knight, though. Moon Knight was in that.
I fucking loved Moon Knight because I like weird Marvel bullshit like that. Like
Weird Marvel is best Marvel.
That's
And
why
Oscar
you guys
Isaac.
would love fucking Werewolf by Night. Like it is weird Marvel. Like it. I want Midnight Suns so bad. That's all. I want all the weird supernatural Marvel heroes to be in a team up, and that would be like my favorite of team up things. So I'm just hoping that happens. So Werewolf by Night makes it one step closer. It was really cool. Yeah, we did talk about Wakanda Forever, John. I think you missed that one. We went on a long talk about that one. Yeah, Oscar Isaac is fucking perfect in that role. He was so good. He was so good in it. And I know some people were mad. It's like, why is he's a not Jewish man playing a Jew? Listen, as a Jew, I okay it. I bless this acting union because yeah.
Are you Jewish?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah. Full-blooded. My ancestry results say you are 100% Jewish.
Sinus issues and all.
Yeah. 100%. So, yeah. That's that was one of the biggest criticisms I heard on there about him, and I think he's great. Oscar Isaac, perfect. So, I know Facebook sucks, and we didn't know for sure this was going to happen until it happened, because that's what life is. But yeah. I am looking forward to seeing what happens in Ant-Man. Because I feel like that, if Ant-Man might make some of the weird choices in Phase 4 make sense to us.
I really hope
Hopefully.
There was a thing at the very end of Loki that I remembered. Miss Minutes goes to, oh my god, and I can't remember her name right now. The black woman.
Renslayer?
Yes, Renslayer. And says he wants you to do all these fucking things, right? And we never find out what it is, right? But that was like his last orders to her. And I have to wonder if it wasn't her fucking with specific parts in the timeline that we have already seen.
Could be.
Little baby noises. Sorry. So
Yeah, she's starting to wake up.
it might be that. So I don't know. I'm hoping things make sense and we can finally be like, oh, that's the payoff. And it was painful getting there, but there is a payoff after all.
Hopefully, because right now the whole phase just seems kind of a wash for me.
Yeah, there's like really good high moments and then really low moments.
And I think COVID is part of that too. Like, I think it
did
made
make
everything weird.
Yeah.
Nikki, didn't you say you read a theory as to what's going on with the Eternals sticking out of the ocean?
No.
They finally mentioned it somewhere
on a magazine cover.
No, they mentioned it. Which show was it though?
She-Hulk.
It was in She-Hulk.
She-Hulk.
Okay.
It was on a magazine cover.
That's right. Remember how I kept complaining that nobody fucking talks about it?
It was like a tabloid magazine. Basically, the quote that Stacey said on the podcast is, "Why is nobody talking about this giant thing sticking out of the ocean?"
Yeah.
And the magazine cover is like, "Is anyone going to talk about this thing sticking out of the ocean?" It was like almost word for word.
It was perfect.
On the magazine cover.
It was
Stacey's
so
rating
good.
headlines of Marvel TV Universe.
I jumped up from my couch when I saw it on the show. I'm like, see? Somebody fucking gets it. Like, yeah. So, I'm glad they
Speaking
fucking
of in-universe texts, I don't want to pay for it, but I do want to read the in-universe memoir of oh shit, what's his name? Ant-Man's real.
Oh, Ant-Man, yes!
Yeah, what's the character's name?
Scott Lang.
Scott Lang.
Watch
Yeah,
out for the, is it Watch Out for the Little Guy? Or something? Yeah, something like
Yeah, so they've got the in-universe memoir that they're actually publishing. Like
I
that.
can't believe that's
I'm
real.
intrigued by that.
Maybe I could convince my husband to read it. He devours books.
If they release an audiobook version of it, that might actually be amazing.
It might exist.
Yeah.
It might
If
exist.
Paul Rudd reads the audiobook version of that.
I will do research. I will find out. I want to find out how long it is, and I want to see if it has that shit. So yeah, when does that come out? It's like in a week or something, right?
This week.
Oh God, is it
Me and
this
Steve
week?
are going. Me, Steve, and Nikki are going Friday.
Oh my God, this is the first one I haven't gotten tickets to the premiere for. Oh, but my mom is taking the kids Friday.
Same.
Can I? I will figure it out. I will see it. I can't not. If people spoil it for me, I get so sad. So.
And I think this is a people are going to spoil it.
Oh yeah.
There were lots of seats still in our theater if you want to make it happen for a full RAD Batch viewing, Stacey.
On Friday night.
I'm pretty sure there were 11 sold and we're 6 of them.
On Friday night.
It's 7:30.
7:30 on a Friday night.
Get back to you on that one because I would fucking love that.
That would be
gotta
awesome.
see if I can convince my husband.
It'll definitely be a schlep for you, but we're seeing it in Boynton.
That's okay. He and I don't ever.
We just
get
went
to
full
go
South
out.
Florida on this podcast right now.
We
That's
don't
what's
ever
up.
get to go out, so why not? Why not?
Steve just doxed us. He just told everyone where we live.
None of us live in Boynton.
See, now you give them even
Does
more
anybody live
information.
in Boynton? It's like the land of in between everything. So
Steve,
it
I
is
know.
the thirstiest city in the United States.
that doesn't surprise me.
That makes perfect sense.
It is just like, I think some study found that like per capita, it is the most people looking to hook up.
The most people are on Tinder or some shit.
It's really funny because I asked my realtors. They do all of South Florida basically, and I'm like, I'm sorry you had to come all the way down here. And I'm like, oh, it's fine because they're based mostly in Broward, and I'm like, oh, so you go all the way up? And no, we don't go up that far. Nobody wants to go up there. The line at Boynton. So it's like, well, even the realtors won't go up there. So you know how that goes. All right. So I think that's all of Marvel that has come out so far. We're all doing Cliff Notes, guys, by the way. If you're just tuning in, we're just trying to figure out what we haven't covered since we've been not doing this in September. So it's been a lot of shit. Stranger Things. We didn't, so that's one. We didn't do, right?
I
Was
don't
that the
think
last
we were
one?
kind of waiting for Nikki before
Yeah, we
we
were waiting for you to
talked
finish
about it ever,
That's
you know?
right.
It was great, though.
It was
amazing.
very good. It was very good. I fucking love Eddie. All the Metallica made me so happy.
It was great, just in general.
I knew he was going to die,
But is he
and
dead?
I was still sad.
Or will he come back a vampire?
Oh, you're one of those people. That's not shocking.
Of course she is. Did you expect any less?
My crown is still here, okay? Okay? I have theories on everything.
That doesn't seem to have a whole lot of coverage. Like, I feel like
it's more
not going to protect your brain.
It's more a halo, you know, my tinfoil halo, so.
Yeah.
Oh, Wednesday! That was also a really good show. That's true.
That came out while we were in the hospital. We didn't watch that.
Okay.
Yeah,
you'll catch up at some point.
I haven't seen that either. I haven't seen that either.
If you have any nostalgia for Addams Family, it's cute. The casting was well done. It's a cute, like, supernatural mystery show, right? Like, it's not very deep, right? But it's good. But it's good. So, and finish Sandman's fucking great. I can't wait for you guys to finish that one.
We took a small break after the death episode because
that one was
a bit of a breakdown.
Yeah, that one was deep.
Look, I literally was coming down off of an anxiety spiral because that was when I had gotten sick while I was pregnant. And I'm literally like, oh my God, is the baby going to be okay? Like, is she going to have to go to the NICU? Am I going to be okay? Like, what is this? And there's like a dead fucking baby in the show.
Oh, yeah, no, it was hard. I can only imagine for you. Woo.
Oh, I was laughing. I was laughing and sobbing and what did we end up watching instead?
I don't remember.
I always go back to Ted Lasso if media pisses me off or makes me sad because that always makes me feel better.
We put on some comedy afterwards. Instead.
Yes. Whoever said the comment, The Last of Us has been amazing.
The Last of Us has been
see?
Stacey's not watching
show
that
I refuse to fucking watch because I don't do zombie, fungal, or not apocalypses. I can't.
I mean, fair, but it is great.
It's great, and it's a really cool. No, it's a really cool take on the zombies.
I believe you. I read synopsises sometimes. I've heard amazing things. I've seen scenes from it, like the episode 3, different scenes from it, which sound amazing.
Stacey,
it's
Din Djarin with another kid, just without
another magical baby.
It's if Grogu could talk.
I have physical night terrors with insane panic attacks about zombie apocalypses. That is my irrational, stupid fear thing that triggers me all the time, and I have to avoid it because it is bad for me.
It did give me weird dreams the other night.
Irrational fears. Like, I sit there at night still and think about what I would do for my family if this happened. It's very bad. Oh, it's very bad.
We saw the first episode and we looked at each other like, hurricane shutters closed and we're just staying the fuck inside.
You can't forever.
Yeah, you can't for long enough.
You can't forever. I had a whole fucking plan before I had kids.
I did too.
I knew where a boat was. I knew which islands I could go to. Like, listen, like, kids changed it for me, man, because it is a lot harder to manage that shit with things you were responsible for.
My grandparents fucked up my zombie plan because it was to go to their house in the middle of nowhere, Missouri, and they sold that land. So I'm like, okay, well, now I don't know where we're gonna go.
When I lived in Boston, there is this fucking store that's like sporting. It's like
you lived in Boston. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, you didn't know I used to live in Boston? Oh my god, I lived there for a while. When I ran away and joined the Ren Fair, that was the equivalent of me running away and joining the circus when I was 18. But it was the Ren Fair. I lived up there. And my friend and I, there's this huge place in Maine. It's like a Bass Pro Shops, but not a Bass Pro Shops, basically.
Outdoor World.
No, but it's not that. It's like a Maine.
Oh,
it's like a
Cabela's?
There's only one. It's just in Maine. It's like a Maine one, right? It's this crazy fucking place in the middle of almost nowhere, and it had all this shit in it. And my buddy and I, who also has this irrational fear, and we would feed off each other, basically made a whole fucking plan about how if shit went down, we would go there to be fine. Yeah, I can't watch these shows. I can't. I tried to watch The Walking Dead. I was like, maybe if I just give exposure therapy to myself, right? It'll be better? No. I went to a LARP. That was a 72 hours in-game. You were in-game the whole time. Zombie apocalypse LARP. I was like, maybe if I go there and beat people that are zombies, I'll feel better.
Someone in our chat pointed out Someone in our chat pointed out, the date that the show The Last of Us, like the apocalypse happens in 2003. They're talking about it being close to their birthday, a couple days to their birthday. But the internet has pointed out that this is very important, that in this universe, these people never saw Revenge of the Sith because of the time that this
or
happened.
Return of the King.
And I truly feel awful for them. I do.
Yeah, that's crazy. That would suck. That would be terrible.
Imagine having to go through Attack of the Clones and not getting Revenge of the Sith as the payoff.
Oh my god. Yeah. Woo! But yeah, I'm glad you're watching it. You guys are going to be free to discuss it. It's fine. Like, you guys talking about it is not going to trigger me. But I just can't watch it.
I'm pretty sure I have cried every single episode so far.
Yeah, no, I don't want that.
Like
the 5th episode, they got me bad at the end.
Like
No.
Also, the one thing I do want to talk about is that in the 5th episode, so if you haven't seen it, get out of here. But that bigger infected thing.
Oh, that thing's all over the internet now. So
yeah, did you see? Like, it's a practical costume, and it cost them like $500,000 to make them.
Like,
yeah.
That's crazy. I'm like, some cosplayer is gonna make that shit for like $500.
$2,000. Yeah.
Who is it? A cosplayer I follow made clicker heads. So, like, I know someone's already started.
I can't even fathom how something like that would cost $500,000. I'm sure there's a reason, but it seems a lot.
Yeah.
It seems
and
like
it was,
a lot.
I was actually like, you can't see it very well in the episode. It was one of my few complaints was that thing was supposed to be like, kind of like oh shit, what is this guy? And you don't, I mean, you see him and he does stuff, but you never get like a good look at that costume compared to the one that's floating around the internet.
Oh, right.
Now.
It's SKS. SKS has made clicker masks.
Yeah.
Of course.
That's, whew. Interesting. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, Pedro Pascal, everything's gonna be Pedro Pascal escorting a fucking child of some variety around the world.
I would.
And that's
He's older than me. He can escort me as his child.
He's gonna be his own genre. It's gonna be his own genre.
Daddy has a state of mind.
I fucking love him. By the way, he had some hilarious SNL skits. I don't think he didn't do a Star Wars one. I don't think.
I think he has to go.
Okay. All right. We love you, Nikki. We're
No,
gonna
that's not
wrap
what I
this
said.
up for us.
Did you say? Oh, I thought you said I had to
No.
go. It sounded like you said I have to go.
No, I said I have to go. I have to see those. I have to go watch those.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying.
There's a really great
Yeah,
one.
no, she's still very asleep.
There's a
But
good
thank
one
you. I appreciate
that is well, first the thirst trap one is hilarious just because it's him. But like there's a Mario Kart one.
I saw the Mario Kart one. I saw the thirst trap one on TikTok.
The one is him as a Hispanic mom was really funny.
Oh my gosh, that one! I was dying at that one.
Killed me.
I need to go watch the full episode. I've only seen clips.
Yeah, I've only seen.
That's
I think
the best way to watch
4
SNL. Nobody
or
wants
5
to
of
sit
them.
down and watch SNL.
I love SNL. I'm one of those weird people that actually like that show.
I used to watch all of it.
And my
too.
mom really likes it, so it's just one of those things I've always watched, kind of a deal.
Yeah.
No, the last few times I've sat down and watched SNL, I'm like, this would be better on YouTube.
A good
Yeah,
host
like
makes or
highlights.
breaks it. So
It's not been great the last couple of seasons.
Yeah. So, but it's funny, and we'll get to see him real soon. We have
3 weeks.
less-ish.
I'm so
2.
excited,
Yeah, it's less than 3
guys.
weeks. It's like 2.5 weeks because
And the
it's the
trailers have all been fucking great.
Oh,
Katie
I
Sackhoff
haven't
is
seen any.
personally hyping
Nikki's
me
been
up
avoiding them.
on Instagram every day. Like she might as well DM me the messages she's posting on Instagram. She's hyping me up so much.
I love it. I can't wait. We're gonna have so many
I can't believe Nikki
Mandalorians.
hasn't watched the trailers. Of course she has.
Watch trailers.
Nikki doesn't watch trailers.
It's-
Nikki doesn't give a hype, remember?
It doesn't. She'll all get to be surprised. It'll be fine. Wait, you didn't watch all of the bootleg footage I got us of all the fucking shit from Celebration?
No. Maybe I might have watched a little bit of it.
I think I showed her things that I was excited about.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
get
fair.
hype. I don't watch trailers.
Nikki wasn't hyped for Clegane Bowl.
No. Oh man, in 2003, the last Marvel movies would have been the Sam Raimi Spider-Man and X-Men 2. Well, at least it ended on a good note. Both of those were good. But they would have never known. All right, but yeah. Oh my god. All right, Mando, because We're already running, and we have
Yeah,
to
after
talk
the
about
Bad
Bad
Batch
Batch
too.
too.
We haven't talked about Bad Batch. That's kind of like what our show started
All
about.
right, let's talk the Bad Batch because that's actually happening right now, and we could do Mando analysis next time because that's not out yet. We have time. The RAD Batch has had a lot of filler.
Bad Batch. You did the thing.
God, I did.
We're the RAD Batch.
We have had a lot of
Mando's
filler
cleaning.
also. Okay. We have also had a lot of filler. It's fine. The Bad Batch has had filler episodes which have been entertaining, so they haven't been shit. But the plot episodes have been good, and the last two especially were really good. I like finally seeing the exact transition from clone to stormtrooper.
It's cool that they did that. I like that a lot.
How is Palpatine scarier in animation than he is in real life? How?
I like
it's because in real life you're like, that's Ian McDermott. He's very nice in person.
I like how they just keep Palpatine in the floor, just waiting for his moment to jump up and be like a boss, right? Like, is he always under there? No, I know.
I choose to believe he is. I choose to believe he's always under there.
He's a control freak.
Queued up just to
waiting.
make a grand entrance.
Waiting for the opportune moment.
Like Masameda is busy running shit for him, so
yeah.
Masameda got some screen time that episode too.
It was pretty cool. I like Masameda.
It was.
Yeah.
I was very not about this season until these two episodes. These two episodes, they finally like reined it in a little.
Yeah.
And like they were really good. They were really.
How many episodes are there going to be? Do we know?
16?
We're halfway through. This marked the halfway point.
Okay, are we going on break now, or is it continuing?
It's
going to run at the same time as Mando.
Well, the last two episodes, it did last time also, or it ran concurrently with some Star Wars show.
How did Bob Iger? It's because Iger's back.
Maybe that's true. We have to talk about that at some point too, because hooray! But the last two Bad Batch episodes are also going to be a two-parter that airs at the same time, like these two did. So it'll. Yeah, it's gonna run. It's gonna run. But I do remember it running at the same time as another show because we would have to sometimes.
It was Marvel, though.
Was it
I
Marvel?
think it was Marvel. Mm-hmm.
I think it was like Loki or something like that.
That could be true. Why they can't have shit come out on different days? I don't fucking know.
Yeah, Disney Plus is.
Yeah, wait. That's my question. Is Bad Batch and Mando gonna come out on the same day?
Yeah.
On Wednesday?
I bet. Wait, no. Wait. Yes.
They changed that up before.
Yes. Wait, is Mando Wednesday or is Mando on Friday?
It used to be Friday.
Wait. But then they started releasing Yes, it did. And
March 1st is a Friday.
Wait, March 1st is a Wednesday.
Thursday.
March 1st is a Wednesday.
Nikki's birthday is
a
Saturday. So
yeah, you're right.
Yeah, March 1st is Wednesday.
It's Wednesday then.
Yeah, everything's Wednesday. Remember they did used to do all their show drops on Friday, and then they changed it to Wednesday. Yep. So it did used to release on Friday, but
they
we're not
changed
crazy.
it to Wednesday, but they left it 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Don't get me going.
If Iger could do one more thing before he goes,
Bob,
to make people happy, it's got to be that. Okay, he's got to fix this shit.
He's saying they're not doing well enough with Disney Plus. I guarantee you that would fucking help.
Yeah, like if it had the fucking cultural zeitgeist like fucking HBO does when they do their show drops.
Also, hear me out. Market more than one thing at a time.
I feel like they did sort of this time-ish. Nah, maybe not really. Nah, they did it because there's really nothing else going on right now, so I can't even
I
defend
was gonna
that.
say this is an LFL problem, but they're marketing Star Wars and Indiana Jones now together, so that's
you just
technically
can't market Star Wars at the same time.
They just refuse to market two Star Wars things at the same time.
Yeah, you know what else, Willow? We'll have to talk about that at some point. It's weird. I
need to go binge that. I need to see the movie. It's been years since I've seen the movie, so I want to rewatch that.
And it is gonna be nothing like the feel is nothing like the movie. So watch the movie so you can be shocked by how the feel is off. It is not the same tone.
Maybe I won't watch the movie then?
Yeah, I mean, you don't need to. You don't need to watch the movie to know anything about this show. Honestly.
That's a little disappointing.
it's
super disappointing.
it's because it'll bring it into the show. The show will catch you up on the important parts, basically. But the tone is really different. It lost a lot of people.
I've never seen Willow. While we're here, I've never seen Willow, the movie.
It's okay.
It's cute.
It's like a fantasy staple.
Oh, you should watch it with the kids.
I loved weird fantasy shit like that growing up, so that was for me.
I was gonna say this could be my Jaws. But
Boorman was the best part of Willow. So. Jose knows Boorman was the fucking best. So we'll talk about Willow another day though, when everybody can watch it but me. But Bad Batch. Marketing. That's how I got sidetracked. Sorry.
Yes.
The Cody episode was really good.
It was good.
Yeah.
It was good.
I loved Imperial Cody's get up.
The gray and white is really cool.
Yeah. There's a cosplayer that already has it, and it looks incredible.
I thought he was going to be a straight villain, but it seems like they're kind of toeing the line there. We'll see.
Yeah. I wonder if that's going to have a payoff for Kenobi season 2.
Do you wonder?
Do we think it's really going to happen? Is Kenobi season 2 really going to happen?
Ewan McGregor is begging for it to happen. I don't know.
Bring him back. Let's just do a forced ghost adventure. Can we do that?
Everybody in the Chalk Zone, guys. Everybody go. Chalk Zone adventure.
No.
Just okay, but make it like the Lego Star Wars stuff. But bring back the actual actors, something completely separate, doesn't affect anything.
What if Star Wars?
Nonsensical, but live action.
What if Star Wars live action? That'd be wonderful. I'm about it. Let's do it.
That we could bring back just for the actors.
That's
bring back Samuel L. Jackson. You could bring back Mark Hamill.
He could be alive. Who knows? I don't know what an Obi-Wan season 2 would be about. I mean, I'll watch it.
I didn't know what Obi-Wan season 1 would.
What do you mean?
About.
It could be about his love child, Corky.
I'm sold.
How
now.
are you forgetting?
I'm
Kenobi
sold.
Season 2,
Corky Kenobi. Let's go. Let's fucking go. By the way, I've seen a lot more about that on the internet lately. It's out there. People are believing it.
That's the side of TikTok Stacy's on.
Stacy, that's called an algorithm. It puts you.
Dave Filoni did fuel those flames a little bit. He said that they have a headcanon for Corky's actual relations that they'll never reveal because it would break the fandom. So
confirmed. Anyway,
is that what we're taking away?
Yes. Yes. Damn it, Dave.
The real answer is.
Sorry.
Dave. Go ahead, Steve.
I was off topic.
I was going to say the real answer is Dave knows that George would hate that shit, so he'll never actually do it.
In reality, what's going on is Dave watches our podcast.
I'd be so upset.
He knows. He's just.
Me too.
Eventually, George Lucas might die, and we'll finally know the truth. We'll see.
Do you think he might die?
Can we not wish that? I would hope that's not anytime soon for the record.
No, to be fair, I don't want it to happen. I'm just saying.
Well, Stacy doesn't even believe he's capable of death, apparently.
If anybody's if anybody's gonna be a floating head in a fucking vat,
I hope it's him.
Listen, there are 7 people watching right now. One of them is Dave Filoni. That's all I'm saying.
This bullshit. No,
he catches them on Spotify later.
Listen,
real later. Joe.
Do I have any doubt that they listen to weird podcasts like ours, trying to figure out if the fans are onto their fucking bullshit? I think they do.
I know George R. R. Martin does.
Yes, he's admitted to that. So you never know. It could be. It could be.
Stacey, did you watch the new season of Vox Machina?
Mm-mm. That is the other thing I haven't caught up on yet.
It is very good.
I've heard it's good. So I'm excited for that. D&D is in.
And the movie.
Oh, I can't fucking wait for that movie. We have to talk about the D&D clusterfuck at another time too. Watch George's eyes glaze over for a second, but it'll be fine. Not right now.
You guys are going
to
be very, very upset, chat, when it's just me and Stacey yelling about the Forgotten Realms.
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
Get Ben on as a guest star that week, I think.
If there is anything I know more or equal to Star Wars, It's Forgotten Realms bullshit. Okay.
I'm going to have to like dissect that movie for Easter eggs.
I am really enjoying Stacy's guys. Just fully leaned into the camera.
Listen, I'm basically gone feral in the last 6 months, okay? I don't have human contact with people. I never see people. I hear people sometimes, right? But I don't. So, I'm in the camera. It's very
that's
meta
concerning.
right now.
Real people, I hope?
Yes. I talk to people on voice chat sometimes, but do I see people in the flesh? No. I hide. I have to...
Oh, okay, so you're...
Stacey admitting on the podcast she hears voices was not what I had on my bingo.
People you see don't have flesh, is what I just heard.
Oh my god. I'm a recluse, okay? I don't get out much.
This isn't quite I know what's out there, but it's close.
I was going to say, that tops it still. In fact, I watched that clip the other day just to give myself a laugh, because it's still
You're welcome,
homie. Chef's kiss.
Joe knows what kind of Jar Jar porn is out there.
No, we don't need to redo that part of it. Everyone know. Let it be a niche joke for the 7 people watching. Okay?
Well, they might not remember.
Well, we can post the link to the fucking clip at some point. It's there. It exists. But yeah, so I'm excited to see what they're gonna do with Bad Batch. Is what's her name fucking Force sensitive? I think so. They keep hinting at it.
They keep teasing that still.
Yeah. The episode with Gunji, by the way, which if you guys don't know who Gunji is, he's the Wookiee Padawan that was in
Clone Wars.
And I'm so happy that he got to go home.
Oh, that is the other Star Wars news. We're getting Jedi Fall Down 2.
Oh yeah. They pushed it
soon.
back.
Not for a bit yet.
They pushed it back. So.
Which
very excited.
It's to April, I think, like a month. Like
that's on
April 28th.
Yeah,
yep.
That's fine.
Yeah,
release a finished game.
Well, I was kind of
Gingerbread
wondering.
has a beard now, which does not make him any more interesting.
They're aging him.
Oh.
I heard a theory that maybe they pushed it back because it's gonna tie story-wise into something we're gonna see in Mando, and they didn't want to spoil that.
I hope so. It needs something.
Yeah. It would make sense. And I think because the game release was announced before the show release was announced, they kind of hedged their bets, and then once they found out when the show was actually going to come out, they had to push it back. And they don't have to explain why they're pushing it back, right? Because the games get delayed all the time. But I have a feeling this game's actually been done for a while. And they've tried to coordinate the release of when it comes out.
But where is Merrin?
Where is Merrin?
It's a very, very important question.
Is she safe?
Is she all right?
She wasn't the one in the tube, which is what I thought initially. She wasn't the one in the back to tank.
Yeah, I thought she was the one in the back to tank at first.
Yeah, but now, I mean, I don't know what it fucking is. Where did we hear somewhere?
No, we know what it is. We know what it is.
Did it?
Yeah, they showed in the most recent trailer.
Some episode or some fucking media somewhere called out Ricotta. Where was that?
Yes.
I was like, oh,
they just mentioned it, right?
I know, but they fucking canonized it.
Something recently.
It was Andor, I think.
Was it Andor? It might have been.
Okay. I think it was.
They recanonized it, and because some of the visuals from Jedi Fallen Order reminded me some of the KOTOR stuff, so that's why I was like, is that happening? Are we getting that? I don't know. Oh, and Andor had Belsavis. They mentioned Belsavis, the prison planet, which is a Old Republic thing. Cool. So that I thought was a little cute little plug in there. It's like, yay! Bring in more Old Republic bullshit. It's great. So yeah, I don't know where Bad Batch was heading towards. I don't know what we're gonna get. We're gonna see more clones kind of defect and have to go on like a clone underground railroad. Is that kind of where we're going? I don't know. Cause the episodes, the last two were really good, but it didn't really forecast too much where it's gonna head. So.
Oh fuck.
Uh-oh.
The Heat lost. Sorry.
Oh.
He's upset about it too.
It'll be okay.
It's been a very underwhelming season until these last 2 episodes, really, for me. I was disappointed.
It is still a kids show, which is something I try to keep in mind. Like, not that kids don't deserve good TV.
Yeah, I know. But we had Rebels, which was a kid's show. And that shit was fucking fire.
I mean, season 1 of Rebels is pretty rough.
It was, but this is season 2.
Well,
right?
True.
But I feel like Rebels season 2 like took a little while to get going, and then season 3 and 4 it was like, oh right, war crimes.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. That's true.
I mean, it's no episode about deregulating banks.
Oh, Resistance. Resistance never really
we didn't
took
watch
off.
that show.
Sadly.
Yeah,
I
I
watched
didn't watch that show.
I did watch it.
I watched like the first episode, I think.
That one, if any show was a pure fucking kid show, it's that one.
I'm trying to decide if I'm going to like as a parent watch the new like toddler geared.
I think it's cute. I might watch my
the
kids
Young Jedi thing
with it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I hate it for being pandering or if I'm excited.
I know what
to
you're
have...
thinking about, Stacey. You're thinking about the TikTok you sent me. It's like the finale of the show. It's just Anakin walking in, and they're all
like, "Oh, look, Master Anakin's visiting us."
Just the last line in the show is, "Master Skywalker, what should we do?"
I saw the fucking TikTok and I was dying. I was like, because every fucking show we see Order 66, so why wouldn't it happen there too? Like, why not? Damn it, Dave, again? You know, like, yeah. I'm excited because we're at this point now where basically we're not going to be without Star Wars for a while. You know? Like, it's not going to be like we've had this fucking drought. We had like a year-long drought of Star Wars, which since it started, I mean...
I want movies back.
Yeah.
I'm ready for another movie.
I guess we're going to get one from fuck, what I can't remember
Damon
his name
Lindelof?
now. Yeah.
It apparently is the one that's going to come out before anyone else's. I don't know.
Or
I don't know what's up with
Taika's.
Taika's.
Yeah.
I don't know what the deal is with that movie. If it's going to happen, if Taika's too busy,
That
or
man
they
is
realize
fucking
they
busy.
can't rein him in enough. I don't know.
They need to rein him in, please.
What, you
I mean,
know, like, no more
Love
screaming
and Thunder
goats?
was not good, so.
No, absolutely. Screaming goats can stay. The jealous axe can go.
That one was yeah, that one was a little less.
See, I feel like you could do one or the other.
You could have just done the jealous axe thing like one time.
One
not
time.
Yeah.
One
It was funny
time.
the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so Damon Lindelof is the Watchmen TV series.
Yeah, which was great. And
I mean,
Watchmen is one of my
he's-
favorite fucking comics of all time. So
He's a very, like, you either love him or hate him kind of guy. He also
Yeah.
did the show The Leftovers, which is very highly regarded, but also
I like that
Lost.
show too. And
Damon
Lost
Lindelof
was
wrote
good
Lost,
until the
which,
end.
I mean,
You're
the
not
end
even
of Lost
talking
is
about
not
his
good,
most
though.
important thing. He
Huh?
wrote an episode of Phineas and Ferb.
Sold. Was the Star Wars episode?
No, it's called Lost in Danville.
Oh, I bet it's a Lost fucking spin, huh? Lost was a really cool show, though, for a long
Lost-
time.
Oh, it was great.
And
Until
Well,
it wasn't.
and then the writers' strike, and then they didn't want to say it was purgatory.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like everyone's like, it's purgatory, and they're like, no. It's
So, yeah. I mean, I generally like the shit he's done. So we'll see. It's cool.
Oh, he apparently
I
was
haven't-
also the writer and producer of that movie, The Hunt, that they decided that they weren't releasing into theaters.
I remember that. I never watched it, but I remember that
Never
movie.
saw it, yeah.
And also, he was the writer of World War Z.
Oh, well, I
I may have
definitely
a
didn't watch
problem
that
here.
one. Did not watch that one. Oh, sidebar real fast. I'm excited for Zack Snyder's bootleg Star Wars movie. Just as an FYI.
It looks cool.
Oh, I actually am too.
Ooh, I missed this.
It looks kind of 40K to me.
Yeah.
It's called
Rogue Planet?
Rebel-
Moon?
Yeah, Rogue
Rebel
Planet
Moon?
or something
Rebel
like
Moon.
that.
Rebel
Rebel
Moon.
Moon.
Yeah, so
Wait, maybe I did hear
Rogue
about this.
Planet, Rebel Moon, something
Yeah,
like
'cause
that.
I
He
think it's
pitched
Rebel
it.
Moon.
They said no.
Yeah.
Netflix
So-
said we'll make it.
Yeah.
Now he basically made this is what my Star Wars would have been type
Yeah.
thing. I think it's going to be good because I think he actually makes good one-off movies. But
Yeah. I think so too. I mean, I love,
We need more one-off movies in the world.
other than his DC stuff, I really used to love things that he did. Like, he did the Watchmen movie. He did which was great. He did 300. I mean, he does really good comic book adaptations in movie form, not
except
DC. Like independent, like not big superhero movies, right? Like because 300 was in like more like a niche title. Watchmen was a niche title, right? Like
Sin City.
Yeah.
Did he make Sin City?
No, that was Robert Rodriguez.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, which why I fucking was. I still have a love-hate relationship with the Boba fucking show. Still, by the way,
Guys.
I think he's gonna triumphantly return in Mando season 3.
Boba?
Yes.
I hope so.
Do you think he's going to leave Tatooine?
Yes. I think
He's just gonna like FaceTime from Tatooine.
I think he's
Did
gonna
he finally get his meeting with the mayor?
Do you know who he is?
I think. Listen, I've said this theory before. Hold on. I've said this theory fucking before. I think he's gonna end up Mandalore at the end. I think it's gonna be him. I think it's gonna be him.
Ooh, I guess.
I'm only okay with that if Din Djarin leaves to go with the shrimp MILF, and that's why.
Just takes his helmet off, leaves his armor, goes back to shrimp MILF.
I would love that. Like, she would be such a good mom to Grogu.
She would.
Like,
she would.
Like,
Shrimp MILF is bae.
Listen.
It's just like a quiet life farming shrimp alcohol.
Bo is my queen, but
it would never work between them.
I love Bo. She's gonna die a fucking hero.
James just popped in to do the Boba Fett thing. Perfect. Nailed it.
Nice. Nice. Yeah, I don't think she's gonna make it out of this.
I love it.
I don't think she's gonna make it out of the season alive. So she's not gonna be Mandalore. I mean, we knew she wasn't gonna be Mandalore again. But
how dare you? Okay.
Listen.
Don't you put that on me, Ricky Bobby? God. Trying to kill off Bo-Katan. It hasn't even fucking happened yet.
Oh,
settle down.
On another note, the guy who scored Boba Fett is scoring Mando season 3. Din 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 din.
I feel great about that.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
It's like a combination of. Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, it's not Ludwig Göransson though. Which his shit's always fire. But yeah. I really did like. I like the Boba score generally. So.
I liked it until they were chanting his name at the end.
That was my favorite part of the whole series.
I just remember looking at Steve going, are they singing? No.
You know why I think they did that?
Made it so Nikki never wants to team No Sleep again.
It's true.
That was.
I think they did it because it was like a play off of some of the old Western themes that used to exist, like old Western movies. So I forgive them. I think it was funny.
James, I could see that happening. I agree.
Book of Bo-Katan next after this?
Yeah.
Let's go.
That would be.
If she doesn't die, that'd be fucking great.
Weren't they supposed to do a Bo-Katan thing with the crazy lady before she went crazy?
And so they never confirmed it. Why would Bo be in the fucking whatever it was supposed to be?
I mean,
the Rangers in the New
Bo
Republic.
and Cara could have done.
Why would she?
No, but that wasn't what it was going to be. Rangers of the New Republic wasn't going to be that, was it?
It wasn't going to be Cara? I thought that was Cara's show.
I don't know. I'm so confused at this point. They've canceled and announced too many things.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, and Rick. Oh, God, I always butcher his fucking last name, and I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't know. Mawaya?
Yeah. Whatever, I love him. He's like one of my favorite fucking writers on the show, and his favorite directors. And he wrote, I think, the last couple of episodes he directed too, which was the one with Bill Burr in it last season, which was good. Which was so good. And then he definitely directed the second episode of the first season, which I loved. But anyway, he is directing, and I'm sure he wrote the first and last episodes of Mando season 3.
Cool.
So that should be something. That should be good.
Dave and John did not direct at all this season.
No.
Dave's making Ahsoka.
Yeah, Dave's busy.
Yeah.
Oh, that is correct. That's the other thing coming out.
And
I realized last night I know what I want Ahsoka to do in the Chalk Zone. The one change that I can stomach, not want, not like, can stomach. Bringing back Ben Solo.
Ugh.
Because that is like the biggest mistake they made that could be fixed without like being too messy.
What are they gonna do?
Are we
with
gonna
him?
just forgive him
Like,
for his
what are
fucking
they gonna
war
do?
crimes?
No, he's gonna go to jail.
No, he goes to jail after.
No,
He's
he's
not
gonna
going
go.
to jail.
No, like think of it though. Like he's sitting like in a prison cell. Like Ray comes to him, be like, "I need you to train me in the forest," and he's be like, "Fuck off," and then she's gonna come back, be like, "Please," and be like, "Okay, I'm bored." And so then he'll like be training her and Finn from a jail cell.
Our friend Sam has a Grogu, just an academy with Grogu, and now Gunji can be there too, because Gunji can just hide out in the trees on Kashyyyk for like 50 years and then show
I
up.
fucking love it. Wait, but but is that before they like enslaved all the fucking Wookiees there though? It looks
Finn,
like
Finn, Gunji, and Grogu. That's his
Presumably
three.
that has not happened yet.
yeah, like it looks like it's the beginnings of it, right?
Or
like,
Gunji.
That's sad. Poor Gunji. He gets
The
home
whole
just
planet.
to fucking.
The whole planet's a forest. They can't take the whole of it.
They
can't
deforest the whole
Do
fucking
they?
thing, I think. No.
Do
I don't,
they?
maybe they
Yeah.
don't,
Not
but
all
like
of
they
it.
do bad shit. They take as many Wookiees
It's
as
very
they
bad
can.
stuff.
Yeah, it's like it's near genocide in a
Hey,
way.
something we need to talk about with Bad Batch. I feel bad because I knew Steve and Nikki jumped around a little, but we have to talk about how in the Gunji episode they're like fighting Trandoshans that are working for the Empire, and there's gonna come a thing where Sid, who's giving them all their jobs and helping them all out, is a Trandoshan who has a Wookiee pelt on her desk. Like, it's gonna be a thing. And they already set up a little bit like those guys in the pod racing episode be like, hey, just so you know, you can't trust this lady. Like, she'll fuck you
Sid
over.
has a Wookiee pelt on her desk.
It's true. I missed the
does.
Wookiee pelt, but I believe it because she's a fucking Trandoshan. Why wouldn't she? Why
Yep,
wouldn't she?
so that's gonna be a thing.
Okay. Yeah. Or she's gonna have to fucking do some shit and sacrifice herself for them and give herself
Oh
a
shit,
hero's
she
death.
does.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
they're definitely
fact.
setting that up. That is something they are foreshadowing.
Fucking space Rhea over here
Also-
with her skin of a sentient creature.
We really need to get some crosshair going here. Like, I
Oh,
know the
yeah.
back half is gonna be crosshair heavy from what I've heard, because I think like they gave screeners to people that were like the 14 of the 16
they
episodes.
saw a lot of them.
So like I've heard Crosshair
Yeah.
is heavier in the second half, but man, we need to get to that.
I thought it was good. I thought for a second that he was gonna be the assassin in the last ones.
I thought it was gonna be Fennec, but then they were just like, nope, some random.
Random clone. Random suicide clone. I was like, oh, yeah, okay. That's a trope that I didn't think we'd see in Star Wars because it's a kid's show. But there we are! Where he kills himself instead of talking. I didn't know we would get that to that
Kill
point.
himself with the same thing that the guy, the officer in Mando kills himself with, that
Yeah.
blue thing he bites down on.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah. Oh, a good call. I didn't put that two
I
together.
didn't
That's
catch
right.
it either. I
Yeah.
saw a comparison. Of it.
Ah,
Yep.
yeah. I by the way, I love how they fucking threw Rampart, right? That's Admiral. It's Admiral Rampart. Admiral. What is his fucking name? They threw just.
Oh, it's
I just.
Rampart.
I love how Palps just threw him under the bus. It was so beautiful.
Yeah, space cyanide. Two
Space-
steps ahead, that guy, all the time.
It was good. But yeah, I think I really want to see what's gonna happen with Crosshair, because is he gonna get fed up eventually? I guess now he's gonna be obsolete, right? They're phasing out all the clones, so he decided to stick with it.
Well,
But now he might not have a
there's-
choice because Rampart's gone.
There's kind of that object lesson of Rampart yelling, "I was following orders."
Yeah.
Like, look what following orders got him.
Who was the assassin clone? Just the generic, I think. You think it was somebody we've seen before? I don't know.
I think it was just a dude.
Yeah. But yeah, it's going to come to the point where all these people that decide to stay loyal, now what are they going to do? Where are they going to go? Will the Empire just try to fucking kill them all instead of just letting them walk out of there and be dangerous?
I think they're going to show us, like, obviously they have to at some point, but pretty soon here's some beginning of phasing out on what they're going to do. Like,
What is phasing out? Oh man, no, that's very. I almost said something that was definitely not going to be shown on that fucking show. But very Holocaust-esque. So
Decommission.
Nope. Decommission. Yeah, they're not going to show that, but ooh. I always assumed that's what they fucking did to the clones, by the way.
I think that's what's gonna happen, but not like necessarily on screen.
Okay, that's true. They would never be able to fucking get ahead of the PR nightmare.
They've shown Order 66 like 18 times. I think they can show some clones dying, to be honest.
You say that.
But not in a gas chamber.
No. Obviously not a gas chamber.
They can't do it that fucking woo. That'd be bad. Yeah, I think that's what's gonna happen. I think they're gonna say that a lot of these clones would be too dangerous to just let go without direction, and then they're gonna.
There's a very easy path for some generic stormtroopers to rise in rank because they took care of the clone business, basically.
Yeah, and we'll see the clone underground railroad run by Rex trying to get all these guys to safety.
Can we talk about how hot Rex looked?
Oh yeah, he looked fucking great. He did look.
There were
really
like
good.
3 or 4 hot clones this episode, and I'm like, oh, they're doing that thing where like we're gonna fuck these guys over. Let's at least make them good looking. Like. There's a couple of good-looking bearded clones. I was like, all right, I feel you.
It's true.
I was here for Slipsbeard.
Well, I guess that's where they're gonna go. We're gonna see what's gonna happen now. Are they gonna? Did they announce another season? There's 2 halves to this season, though, right? Like it's gonna be. Is this the whole thing?
No, yeah, it's the whole thing. 16 episodes is the whole thing.
Okay. Was it last season that they split in half in a weird way? Is that what I'm thinking of? I don't know.
I don't remember that, but maybe. It's been a while.
Maybe they were talking about the guys that scored it, said they scored X amount of episodes. And I think at this end of the season, that's the amount of episodes they scored. So unless they worked on more, I don't know.
We'll see what happens. I feel like so far they've gone...
Hauser is GOAT.
They have not done enough to reveal the main mystery here, which is what the fuck is Omega?
Yeah. Yeah.
They have hinted a little bit at it this season, but again, it's just still kind of like annoying, force sensitive.
Is she
teases.
Or is she not?
No,
Are we
I
gonna
don't
keep
think she
teasing
is.
it?
I don't think she is.
I don't see a purpose in teasing it unless, yes.
Yeah. That's
Like-
my thing too. I'm like, would they just tease it with no payoff?
Yes.
The only time I feel like Star Wars has really done that to us is in Boba Fett, but no, that's not true. The whole sequel trilogy. Anyway, yeah.
All right, guys, I gotta.
Yeah, we gotta roll.
Oh yeah, we already went over. All right, so next time we will try to catch up on more shit, do more in-depth analysis of shit. We really just skimmed over everything we've missed in like the last 6 months. So it's good to be back though. I'm excited. And soon 2.5 weeks from Mando. So rock on, everybody. And like and subscribe, as my children say as they narrate YouTube videos to themselves all the fucking
I
time.
had a whole list of people that were telling on themselves, and I don't know where I put it.
Oh no,
It's been so long
You gotta
since
find
we did
that.
this.
You should just record that. Just record that and put it up.
Yeah.
Just
All
find the list and record. Just post it as a TikTok.
Maybe.
Yes.
Maybe.
And I will post it to our
Nope.
channel. Bonus content, everybody. All right. That's it. We'll see you fucking later. Peace.